Hi everyone and welcome to Vlogmas Week 4. When I am home, oh, this lighting is not flattering, so I'm gonna move to a different room for a second, but I'm home for the holidays, which is very nice. Let's go somewhere else. There, that's slightly better. So as you can tell, I'm back home. I have not been at home and I feel really bad about this, and I think at least 6 months. I genuinely cannot remember the last time I was here. I'm in the living room right now, as you can tell, got the tree up, and my mom and I are about to watch Bird Box, which, as you guys know, was one of my favorite horror novels of all time. It's on Netflix. It just came out, I think, a day or two ago, and I'm so excited. In case you're curious about the cookies, we had the Bake Off and I did come in second place, which I'm happy about. I voted for the first place winner. They're Oreo truffles and they were genuinely much better than my cookies. But I'm really excited to be home for the end of Vlogmas just so I can show all the Christmassy things that we're doing. My mom always does an insane job decorating the house, so I'll make sure to show some of that too. But one thing I wanted to ask you guys, and if you already responded to this on Twitter and replied to me there, you don't have to comment down below. But I wanted to make sure I asked on Twitter and also here in case you don't have Twitter. But one project I'm doing in 2019 has to do with the most disturbing books of all time. So if you can, please comment down below what you consider to be the most disturbing book of all time, even if you haven't read it, which might sound strange, but maybe it's a book that you have read that you think is disturbing, or maybe it's one that you're maybe too creeped out to read and you want to see what I think about it. So again, most disturbing book of all time. It doesn't matter how insane and crazy it is. Make sure to go ahead and comment that down below.
What everybody thinks of divorce petition.
This is my little tree I've had ever since I was probably maybe just a few years old, but when I came home my mom had it sitting up in my bedroom, and it's so nice to just be reading a book and have this just glowing in the background. Morning everyone, it's Sunday morning. This bedroom probably looks very familiar to you if you've been watching my channel from the beginning, but today we're doing one of my family's favorite things, which is touring an old mansion that's a little bit of a ways away from where we live. It's all decorated for Christmas. I think sometimes we get a little bored with where we live, but sometimes even if you live someplace for like 10 years, just Google it and see what's in the area, and there might be something really cool nearby that you can just pay a few dollars to go ahead and tour. Also, I just have 38 minutes left of all the light we cannot see, and Jesus Christ, you guys, it's good but sad. It's a World War II novel from the perspective of a young girl living in France and a boy from Germany, and it's excellent. The writing is beautiful. Highly, highly recommend. I know I'm not technically done, but I definitely recommend it. Hi everyone, it's the next day, Christmas Eve, which for my family is the height of the Christmas season, because Christmas Eve we have our big dinner, we open presents, we have all of these kind of Polish traditions we do. I'm in the Christmas wrapping room right now. I mean, we don't have a room specifically for wrapping presents. It's just the room we've designated to wrap gifts, and I have held mine off until we're opening gifts in like 5 hours, so it's about time. But I thought as I wrapped gifts I would talk with you guys about my thoughts on Bird Box, because I just realized I never reviewed it and I watched it few days ago. First though, I want to show you one of the gifts I got from my mom. She is a massive Chris Hemsworth fan. Really, she's more just obsessed with Thor. She just thinks he's really funny, but I got her this Chris Hemsworth mug, which I think she's really gonna like. But overall, I thought Bird Box was wonderful, and that's not just because I was very attracted to Tom. I was really concerned going into it because I thought, in what world can they possibly make this as scary as the book? I hope your family does the same, because we reuse bags to the point where I don't even know what this is anymore. I think it was a bow maybe 6 years ago. Rip off the old tag. But as I was saying, I was really concerned going into Bird Box because since half of the book, essentially she's going downstream, and I will say there won't be any spoilers. Since half the book she's going downstream, I thought since her eyes are covered, since she's just seeing darkness and she's hearing things, that's what makes the book so scary. And there's obviously no way they could really do that in the movie because you'd just be staring at a black screen. So instead it's more so you're watching her wear a blindfold, and occasionally you see from her point of view it just semi-seeing things through the blindfold. But even so, even though I don't think it was remotely as scary as the book, where is tissue paper? I thought they still did a pretty good job of making it scary. Sandra Bullock was good. She didn't impress me as much as I think I was hoping she would. I was actually much more impressed by the little girl actress as well as John Malkovich, but that's just because I love him. It was also a lot funnier. I mean, it's by no means a dark comedy, nothing like that, but it still had a little bit more humor than I was expecting, which I really liked. I watched it with my mom. She also really enjoyed it, so it's not one of those situations where you need to read the book to enjoy the movie. But let me know if you guys watched it, what you all thought about it, and I wanted to ask you another question semi-related to the most disturbing books of all time question I asked you probably a couple minutes ago video-wise. But if I were to say, do a thing throughout 2019 where we read a different disturbing book every month together, it might not happen, but I'm thinking about doing it. Would it make most sense for me to just tell you all of the books up front, and every month we would be reading them so you have a chance to buy them and everything like that, or borrow them for the library? Or would you just want to know like a week before the next month so that way it's a little bit more exciting? Please let me know, because I can totally see both sides of it. It might not be as exciting if I'm just telling you them all up front, but maybe that's good so you have a chance to get them. I don't know, let me know what you think. So I'm gonna finish wrapping these, and then I'm gonna make a bunch of mac and cheese. I want to make it ahead of time today so it'll be ready tonight so we're not all cooking 12 things at once. I just got up to the kitchen. I'm about to sourdough loaf, because I'm sure you guys have seen that cheesy pull apart bread. If you Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But you basically just slice it all up, fill it with cheese and herbs. But the thing I'm most excited about, I've made baked mac and cheese a ton, but I've never made homemade stovetop mac and cheese. But my friends and I, a lot of times we'll have a mac and cheese bake-off. The winner of the last one was Gruyere mac and cheese, and it was so simple but so amazing. A lot of people had really fun spicy ones, or like pretzel mac and cheese, lobster mac and cheese, all these crazy ones. But the Gruyere mac and cheese, just the flavor was so good. So I picked these up from Trader Joe's, and we'll see how it goes. Morning everyone, it is Christmas Day and we're just having a pretty relaxing day at the house, but I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate. I know that the holidays can be a difficult time for some people because it makes us think about the people who are no longer here to celebrate with us, so if that's the case for you as well, I hope you're having an okay time. But even though it's Christmas Day, I think I'm going to try and wrap this up today because I have another video that I just realized I can't wait until January to post. I need to do it a few days before, so I'm going to get this up a little earlier than I planned. But if you're wondering, the last few clips were of us opening our presents. I showed some of the things that I got, and the thing that my mom was laying across her is she has a lot of sleep anxiety. I do as well, so my brother and I, are kind of joint big gift to her was one of those weighted anxiety blankets, or I think it's just called a weighted blanket. But let me know if you guys have tried one and what you thought about it. She used it for the first time last night and she really liked it. The idea is that by having that nice weight and pressure all over you, it naturally kind of increases the amount of serotonin in your body. She's a very restless sleeper and she's she said that it was really comforting. She even kind of wrapped it around herself tighter, and we got her the 15-pound. I think you're supposed to get it so it's like 10 or 15% of the person's body weight. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but my brother and I split it, so I would recommend, if you maybe have sleep anxiety, that might be something worth looking into maybe if you haven't heard of that before. But I know that my mom really wants to show some of her Christmas decorations to you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and film some of that for you all right now. So that is a wrap for Vlogmas. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I know this isn't typically a vlog channel, but I've had so much fun doing this and just kind of switching things up. Please be on the lookout for my next video, which is going to be an exciting announcement. I'm sure you guys can guess what it is depending on all the questions I've been asking throughout this video. Again, I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday. The holidays can be very stressful, but I hope you have time to just relax, have a cup of glühwein, and even if you're own, find some fun stuff to do to just put yourself in a good mood. Again, hope you guys had a wonderful holiday, and I will see you in just a couple days.